What's up, everybody? My name is VGamer431, and today I'm gonna give you guys my predictions for the Super Smash Bros. Direct presentation at December 15th. Now, I feel like that I should do this video where I tell you guys my predictions because there's a lot of hype about Smash Bros. And I'm definitely one of the dudes that gets a lot of hype from the game. Like, I'm just so hyped for this direct presentation and I can't wait to see what's gonna be revealed. So I feel like making my predictions for the final Smash Bros. Direct presentation is definitely essential for me. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the predictions. Starting off, I feel like that Wolf from Super Smash Bros. Brawl is really likely to return, and definitely will. He's already kind of confirmed, because that Alpharad, the Smash Bros. YouTuber, called Nintendo and asked if Wolf was gonna return, and the guy just said, yeah. And Alpharad was like, oh, okay. So, either that dude doesn't know what he's talking about, or he just leaked some information about Fox, or Wolf, and just missed his job, and yeah, poor him. But at least we have some confirmation about Wolf, or some potential hope of Wolf coming back, and it just also seems likely with Star Fox Zero up in the horizon. See what I did there? Saw what I did there, you know, Star Fox Zero and Star Fox Horizons, or Horizon, you know, the beta title for Star Fox Zero. Fuck it, let's go on. After Wolf, I feel like that we're definitely gonna see some information about Cloud. Now, Cloud was revealed in the last direct presentation from Nintendo, and hype. I am hyped for Cloud. I know many people are saying, oh, Cloud doesn't deserve to be in Smash Bros. And shit, but I'm like, oh, Cloud, holy shit, it's fucking time. It's fucking time, my boys. Like, Cloud, that is so hype, and he definitely deserves to be in Smash Bros. He's one of the faces of JRPGs, and I definitely feel like Cloud is a popular character, so he makes so much sense, and I'm so hyped for Cloud, and he just looks really cool, and I can't wait to see Sakurai just talking about Cloud, and it's gonna be so hype. So yeah, Cloud. After that, I feel like that we're definitely gonna see stages. And for me, I feel like we're gonna have 3 stages, 2 returning and 1 new. For returning, I feel like we're gonna see Yoshi's Island from Super Smash Bros. N64, because it just makes sense, if you ask me. And then a Melee stage. I don't know which Melee stage, but a Melee stage, nevertheless. I also think we're gonna see a Splatoon stage, or a Splatoon themed stage. Because even though that I feel like the Inklings don't have a big chance to come in Smash Bros. Because of them being Mii fighters, I still feel like that there'll gonna be some content related to the Inklings in Smash Bros. And I really hope the Inklings gonna make it in the game, but it just doesn't seem likely. So it's not one of my predictions, but I would love to see it. I would love to see King K. Rool and Inklings in the game, but because that they're Mii fighter costumes, it just doesn't seem likely if you ask me. But yeah, that's my stage predictions. Now let's move over to the boring crap, Mii costumes. Now for Mii costumes, it's already been confirmed that we're gonna get the Chocobos from Final Fantasy, and it makes a lot of sense. But I feel like we're gonna see more Final Fantasy costumes, specifically Tifa, White Mage, and Barret. Now Tifa is probably most likely, but I feel like that Barret and White Mage also has a chance to come into the game. But I don't know, but I feel like it could be really cool to see those. If we don't see White Mage or Barret, I feel like Sora also makes a lot of sense. I know people want Sora for Smash, and that tagline has become really popular. But I just don't feel like Sora makes sense now that we already have Cloud. You know, Cloud is basically Final Fantasy version of Sora, if you ask me. That's just what I feel like. I know Sora is really different, but in presentation-wise, it just would make sense. But yeah, I feel like Sora would make sense for Mii costume though. Also feel like we're gonna see a Snake Mii costume if you know he's not gonna make it in the game, which I don't feel like he's gonna. So I feel like a Snake costume would make a lot of sense to say, hey, you're not gonna get Snake in the game, but at least you have a costume for him. So yeah. I also feel like Isaac is gonna make it as a costume. I know people want him as a character, and I do see, hey, yeah, it could make sense, it could be cool, but I don't feel like Isaac would make it as a character if you ask me. He's been cut as an assist trophy, yes, but still, I wouldn't consider him likely to be a character if you ask me, my personal preference. So yeah. I also feel like we're gonna see a Pokemon costume, specifically Machop. Now, if we don't get Machop, I feel like we're gonna get someone like Sceptile or another Pokemon that has something to do with grass types. but I feel like Machop makes a lot of sense because of brawling, you know, shit. So yeah, Machop as a Mii Fighter costume or another Pokemon. Then I feel like we're gonna see Knuckles. Now I know people are gonna say, hey, Knuckles, no, he should be a character, or hey, no, Knuckles doesn't make any sense. But if you ask me, he does. We got Mega Man costumes, so why not add Knuckles, you know? Sonic needs a bit more presentation. He's already trash in Smash Bros, and I'm really sad about that because I love Sonic as a character, but in Smash Bros he's just complete anus. Not tier-wise, but play-wise. I don't like him anyway, and there's many people that doesn't like him. He's just annoying, that's what it is. And it's sad to see. So I feel like Knuckles as a Mii Fighter costume would definitely, you know, save that in some way. So yeah. And those are my Mii Fighter costume predictions. Now, after we've seen the Mii Fighter costumes, I feel like we're gonna get revealed either Shovel Knight or Shantae. If you ask me, Shantae makes more sense, but Shovel Knight is a lot more popular. And if we're talking about the ballad, Shovel Knight is definitely the way to go here. He's been so fucking requested for the game, and everybody wants him in. I think he's at the top in the ballad. Maybe he's the leader of the ballad, I don't know. But I just feel like Shovel Knight makes so much sense. So either Shovel Knight or Shantae. But Shantae makes a lot of sense too, because that she's an indie character, like Shovel Knight, but she's been on Nintendo platforms. And Shovel Knight is only one game, and is multi-platform. So, I don't know. I feel like Shantae, history-wise, makes more sense, but Shovel Knight, popular-wise, definitely makes more sense than Shantae. Now, after we've seen those two in the game, or one of those two in the game, I feel like we're either gonna see Banjo-Kazooie or Rayman. Now, Rayman is more likely, if you ask me, because of the fact that he already has a trophy in the game, and he's also been pretty requested for the game, and he already has a game on the Wii U. But Banjo-Kazooie is also on the top in the ballad. I feel like they're right by Shovel Knight, if you ask me. They're really, really fan requested, and they look really, really cool, and because people that say, hey, they're gonna be like Duck Hunt Duo, no, I don't think so. You can definitely make them different than Duck Hunt Duo. First off, Banjo is a bear, and he walks on 2 feet. So there's already a difference. You also don't need the exact same moves as a character just because they're, you know, looks the same or have like a duo. But I feel like Banjo-Kazooie could definitely take some inspiration from Duck Hunt Duo, but I don't feel like they would be like Duck Hunt Duo. But Banjo-Kazooie is really fan requested and would be amazing. Like the hype for Banjo-Kazooie, whoa. But Rayman would also be really, really hype, and how already has a trophy in the game. And because that he already has a trophy in the game, he makes a lot of sense to me, if you ask me. But yeah. Then I feel like we're gonna get the information that Mii Fighters are gonna be available in all modes. Now, why do I say that Mii Fighters are gonna be available in all modes? Well, there's a big reason to why that is. Now, first of all, Mii Fighters, as a whole, are only available in local modes, and in tournament modes with costumes on. And that's pretty sad if you ask me, because I really enjoy playing as the Mii Fighters. But I feel like if they say, okay, you're gonna have the custom abilities if you put customs on, and if you don't have customs on, they control like they usually do. I feel like they definitely can make it into every single mode. And if you ask me, it looks very, very likely. Because then with these 4 characters added, we'll definitely have 60 characters in total, and that just makes a lot of sense. And speaking about 4 characters, here's my last prediction of the day. Bomberman or Crash Bandicoot. 2 iconic characters. Now, we've seen I meant Cloud. That's sorry to be offending, but no, I meant Cloud. Cloud. Oh, I wasn't really feeling it. But yeah, Cloud and Ryu. We've seen those two iconic characters, JRPG character and an iconic fighting character. Now, then we're probably gonna see an iconic puzzle character and 3D platform character. I feel like Banjo-Kazooie would be pretty iconic for 3D characters, but if you ask me, Crash Bandicoot is the way to go. He's been so fucking requested for PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, but didn't make it in. He didn't make it in PlayStation Battle Royale. So if you ask me, Crash has a chance to come in Smash Bros. He's not too requested in Smash Bros, but he's really iconic of a character and represents the 3D platforming genre, if you ask me, which is why I say he should be in the game. He could also be really, really cool, and using that tornado, tornado spin of his is like one of his most iconic moves. Just, it would be so fun in Smash Bros. But if not Crash Bandicoot, then Bomberman, because boom, boom, boom. No, because that Bomberman is a puzzle character that's, again, really, really iconic. And I would love to see Bomberman. He would make so much sense, and he would be a projectile character. and that would be fucking amazing. Like, just think about just throwing bombs, placing bombs, and having like a final smash with a big bomb just seeing boof. Oh my god, Bomberman would be cool in this game. I would love it to see him in the game. But I feel like in iconic characters, Bomberman has a chance, but Crash Bandicoot is a lot more iconic if you ask me. Still a lot of people know about Bomberman, but he's not too represented yet. Same with Crash Bandicoot, both kinda dead characters, which is also why he could be in the game. But yeah, I feel like Bomberman or Crash Bandicoot would make it into the game. And I feel like if you ask me, Bomberman should make it into the game. Now, the Direct would close with Wolf and Cloud being able to download right after the Direct, and of course the servers for eShop would crash. But yeah, that's what I feel like. That's what I feel like the Direct is gonna be. Not too long, but I think it's gonna be really cool content and a lot of characters. So yeah, I'm super hyped for the Direct, and I hope you enjoyed this predictions video. And if you did, then why don't you leave a like? It really helps me out. Also subscribe if you want to ensure more content. Well, there's more content on the way, but like, you know, support me with more content. You could subscribe, you know, to see what I'm gonna do, and you could see if I upload a new video. So it could be really, really nice if you subscribe for me, or to me. But yeah, also leave a comment down in the comment section below what your predictions are, and I would love to see them. But yeah, that was basically it. So have a nice one, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Now turn the video off.